Hello, and welcome to Service Savvy. I'm Jason, and joining me is my co-host, Jenny. Each episode, we explore the world of services marketing, the unique strategies companies use to stand out, and what makes this field so exciting. How's it going, Jenny?
I'm doing great and super excited to dive into today's topic. We're talking about what services really are, why they need a unique approach in marketing, and how technology has completely transformed how services are delivered and experienced.
Absolutely. Let's start with the basics. When we talk about services, we're talking about activities, processes, or performances that fulfill a need or solve a problem, unlike physical goods. Services are intangible and often require direct interaction between the provider and the customer. So, it's not as straightforward as selling a product you can see or touch.
Right. Services are everywhere in our daily lives, from ordering food delivery to booking a vacation. Even businesses traditionally focused on selling products are now offering services to enhance those products. Think of Apple. Yes, they're selling iPhones, but AppleCare, which provides support and extended warranty, is actually a service they bundle with the product.
Good example, AppleCare isn't something tangible you walk away with, but it adds value to your iPhone experience. And that's why it's often said that all businesses are service businesses, because, in a way, almost every company is selling some form of service today. Even manufacturing giants like GE, which once focused on physical products, are now offering things like data analytics services to monitor equipment and predict maintenance needs. Let's dig into why service marketing is so important. We see a major shift towards service-based economies globally. In developed countries, over 70% of GDP comes from services. This means that services aren't just a part of the economy, they're driving it.
Exactly. And because of this shift, companies are competing on the quality of service more than ever. It's no longer just about having a good product. It's about providing an exceptional experience. Take Disney, for instance. They've mastered service marketing. Everything from staff interactions to the park's layout is designed to make visitors feel like they're in a magical world. That's not something a competing park can easily replicate.
That's a great point. Disney doesn't just create attractions, they create lasting memories through carefully crafted experiences, and that's what makes services different. The experience is the product, and it can't be duplicated or transferred in the same way a physical item can be.
Another great example is in healthcare. It's a field that's heavily service-oriented and increasingly competitive. Many hospitals now focus on improving patient experience, not just treatment. They're investing in services like telemedicine and personalized care. This added value isn't about the medical product, but about creating a better service experience.
So what exactly makes services so unique? There are a few key characteristics that set them apart from goods, and understanding these is essential for effective service marketing.
First up, we have intangibility. Services are invisible, so you can't try them before buying. When you book a hotel, you're essentially buying the promise of a good stay without actually experiencing it until you arrive. Because of this, companies rely on things like branding and customer reviews to assure potential customers.
Right, and that's why platforms like TripAdvisor are so popular. They help bridge that gap by letting customers see what others have experienced. It's especially crucial for services where quality can't be inspected ahead of time.
The next characteristic is heterogeneity. This means that each service experience can vary, especially when people are involved. Think of Starbucks. You might get a perfectly crafted latte one day, but if it's a new barista, the experience might differ slightly. This variability makes it challenging for companies to ensure consistency.
Exactly. Then there's simultaneous production and consumption. With services, you're often consuming them as they're being created. Take a massage, for example. The experience is produced and consumed at the same time, which means there's no quality check before you receive it.
Great example. Last but not least, perishability. Services can't be stored. If a restaurant has empty tables one night, they can't sell that lost time later. That's why we see things like happy hours or off-peak pricing. They're ways to maximize service capacity.
Technology has had a massive impact on service delivery. New technologies have enabled businesses to create entirely new ways of offering services.
Totally. Think of Uber or Airbnb. These companies leverage technology to turn traditional services, taxis and hotels, into on-demand models where customers can book instantly. It's changed how we think about transportation and lodging, making these services more accessible.
Exactly, and technology empowers customers too. Take Amazon, for example. They let customers track their orders in real time, which gives customers more control and reduces the need to call for support. Self-service options like this are now expected.
Let's not forget healthcare. With telemedicine, patients can now consult with doctors remotely, which is a game changer for accessibility. Many hospitals are using Internet of Things devices to remotely monitor patients, helping doctors catch issues before they become serious. This adds a preventive care layer to traditional healthcare.
Let's move on to what's known as the expanded marketing mix for services. For services, it's not enough to rely on the traditional 4Ps of marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. The expanded marketing mix for services added 3 more: people, process, and physical evidence.
That's right. People are crucial because employees are directly involved in delivering the service. Ritz-Carlton is famous for its staff's attention to detail. Their employees are empowered to go the extra mile to make guests feel special, and that personal touch makes all the difference.
Yes, Ritz-Carlton is a great example. And then there's process. For services, the way things are done is just as important as what's being done. McDonald's has streamlined its processes worldwide to ensure that customers get a similar experience, no matter where they are.
And finally, physical evidence. Even though services are intangible, customers often rely on the physical environment to judge quality. Take Starbucks. They put a lot of effort into creating a comfortable and inviting ambience. The decor, music, and lighting all contribute to the Starbucks experience, making it feel like a cozy place to spend time.
Well, that's a wrap on today's episode. We've covered a lot, from what makes services unique to the key role of technology and the expanded marketing mix.
Yes, there's so much more to explore. We hope this gave everyone a solid foundation in understanding service marketing. And in our next episode, we'll dive deeper into customer expectations and perceptions, which are central to delivering excellent service.
Thanks for tuning into Service Savvy. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and we'll see you next time.